These elephants are not out for a leisurely stroll on a safari. They're on a serious training exercise where their incredible sense of smell is being utilized to detect the presence of explosives in the bush around them. They are walking along a safe lane with dummy landmines planted on the side of the road. The landmines they are asked to find are shotgun cartridges sealed in plastic bottles. The elephant's sense of smell is so acute that they're able to detect the explosive of the cartridges in the bottles up to 100 meters away. When they detect something nearby, they give a signal to the handler by stopping and swinging a foot. Then they lift their trunk for a reward, and they never miss a single hidden explosive.
The sense of smell is 28,000 times stronger than ours, 14 times stronger than a decent dog.
Rory Hensman has been training elephants for decades, and we caught up with him at a unique education centre near Bella Bella.
I trained lots of elephant. I've trained about 80, 90 elephant.
Rory and his son Sean were ready to introduce us to their troop just after sunrise. Apparently the elephants are early risers.
It's 7 on a very warm Bella Bella morning in the Waterberg, and it's time to wake our pachyderm friends. They've been in the stable since 5:30 yesterday afternoon. Had more sleep than I did, I think.
The elephants overnight in a special stable, and when we arrived they were clearly eager to start the day.
I'm still waiting to be introduced, but the elephants are keen to get a quick drink at the trough, then some free-range breakfast before they start their working day.
To demonstrate the elephant's incredible memory skills, we were introduced to Musina, a young female.
Okay, remember, Derek? Okay, that's Derek. Okay, Musina. You got that?
So I've met Messina. She's an 8-year-old from a private game farm in that area. She was about to be culled. Elephants are famous for their memories. Let's see if she remembers my name at the end of the day. I've got to go, Messina. See you later.
Then we accompanied the elephants further into the veld for some leisure time and free-range foraging. Rory and his family came to South Africa from Zimbabwe after they were pushed off their land by war veterans. Before the land grabs began, wildlife had always been a part of their lives, and Rory's interest in training elephants started in 1988 when they took in 2 orphaned babies after hundreds of elephants had been culled by Zimbabwe's Parks Board.
I wanted the kids to be able to learn about elephant. We very quickly realized how intelligent they were and how keen they were to work with us. And we suddenly realized these animals were learning a hell of a lot more than we gave them credit for.
They soon realized that elephants were exceptionally intelligent and could learn up to 100 verbal commands and about 1,000 English words. Growing up with elephants, Sean has developed a very special understanding of these gentle giants and their abilities.
I've been lucky to have elephants at a very young age. I've loved them from day one. They've been part of us. They blow my mind every single day.
Rory and Sean call their education centre Adventures with Elephants and say the main aim is education and creating conservation awareness.
What we're trying to do is educate the public on elephant, and we find that people coming here doing the interaction go away with a totally different perception of elephant.
Visitors get the opportunity to interact with the elephants and learn about them.
So this hard outside layer protects this soft inside layer.
The elephants seem to enjoy the interaction with humans.
Yeah, quite heavy, yeah.
To demonstrate the elephants' memories, they are introduced to 4 people. They then turn their backs, and after the visitors have changed places, they're told to give a hat to a specific person.
Give it to Jane. Good girl. Sorted.
Then the participants are asked to take off a shoe, and based on their sense of smell and their memory, the elephants are asked to give the shoe of one person to another.
You can pick up Maya's shoe and give it to Werner.
Every time they're spot on.
The value is in being able to allow people to just experience elephant like we can. And I love watching people at the end of an interaction. They're blown away.
Clearly, Rory and Sean's elephants are well trained, but the question is, how do you train an elephant?
Doesn't know what to do.
When we broke the Thule elephant story, the cruelty of the trainers enraged the nation. But many people still believe the only way to train an elephant is to use force.
There's a perception that you have to beat an elephant to train it.
Why?
That's what I want to know.
If I wanted you to come with me into the bush and do something dangerous, and I beat you, would you come with me?
Probably not, but if you offered me a fillet steak, I might.
Exactly, and that's the way it goes. And if I can inspire you to want to do the job and come and do it with me, then you're going to do it. That's exactly what we do with our elephant. If you treat it properly and you don't beat it, then it's not nervous of you, then it's happy to be around you. And like you saw today, they want to be with you.
Elephants are extremely intelligent, and they're also keen to please and achieve. The Hensmans use a system of reward combined with natural behavior to train them. For example, to teach an elephant to shake its head seemingly requires no more than a handful of straw behind the ears.
Yeah, and we say, well done, head shake, and we give her her reward. But that's the way we train them.
And trust is an important element as well.
With these guys, if we ask them to swim across a dam, they will go because we've asked them to. And once they've put that much trust in us, we've got to be very careful that we don't cheat them.
The elephants we met were all saved by Rory and Sean's education initiative.
Destined to be culled, they came from a private game reserve in the north of the country. They had overpopulated the area. There was no one who wanted them. In fact, they'd lost their value. They offered them to us. They'd seen what we were doing with the elephant. We took them in, we trained them. Well done. Okay, so 1 out of every sort of 1,000 elephant can do that.
The elephants are also used in various research projects, such as exploring interspecies communication and using captive elephant to help reintroduce other elephant back into the wild.
We want to push with research into smelling cancer in people. They're doing it with dogs in America. We'd love to be able to do it with elephant here.
There are also research projects underway to find out why elephants' long-term memories improve with age, unlike that of humans. And there are many practical uses to their highly developed sense of smell.
The sense of smell, from a use point of view, is phenomenal, from tracking poachers, finding hidden arms caches, finding rhino horn.
In Zimbabwe, Rory also used them on the farm to herd cattle, and they even assisted in tracking down robbers. His current troop range in age between 8 and 15 years.
We've taught these guys to track poachers, and we've done that pretty effectively. We've taught them to find landmines or area clear for landmines. We've taught them to find arms caches.
We were impressed with the elephant's ability to smell out explosives, but how good are they really at tracking poachers?
Apart from finding these dummy landmines, the elephants are also going to track these make-believe poachers. Lawrence and Owen, they're going to hide anywhere in this bush. Guys, you're going to set off now?
Sure.
Okay, stay hidden. We'll see you later, we hope.
Lawrence and Owen took a zigzag route to a hiding place in thick bush about 3 kilometers away. The elephants were shown where the make-believe poachers sat down and left a cap. Following the command smell follow, they never wavered or hesitated as they followed the tracks of the poachers and found them effortlessly in the bush.
Rory, that was incredible, but is it always that successful?
Very, very seldom do they lose interest and lose scent. The furthest we've followed people was 16 kilometers successfully.
Now you see their potential for anti-poaching.
Massive. If you take the eastern border of the Kruger Park being approximately 400 kilometers long, and you had 4 groups of 3 elephant, each carrying 2 game ranges, and each group of elephant controlling 100 kilometers, 50 kilometers either side, I think you would have an amazing impact on the poaching in the Kruger Park.
Some visitors also go on a leisurely walk with the elephants in the bush. We asked a few of them what their thoughts were.
Surreal. I've never had an experience like this before, and such a new respect for elephants. They are incredible, brilliant animals.
Being a member of PETA, I was a bit worried about elephant abuse, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
You don't feel they're being mistreated?
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's all in all amazing, and it's just amazing how they treat them. It's excellent.
Then it was time to see if elephants really do have good memories.
Well, it's 8 hours since I was introduced to Messina. I thought we had something of a special bond, but does she still remember my name? We're going to find out.
To make it really difficult, I stood between 3 other people who'd also been introduced to Messina earlier. She was given a cap.
Give it to Derek. Give it to Derek.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
She can remember you up to 26 months later. So, incredible.
After a long day, guests get a rare chance to join the elephants for a swim in the dam. And while the educational element is important to Rory and Sean, they are convinced that elephant could also be an exceptionally effective tool in the fight against rhino poaching.
So in a way, our elephant could save our rhino.
Oh, no, absolutely. That's what I've always wanted to do. When we started this concept in Zim, we lost 33,000 rhino to poachers, and I'm still convinced elephant could have made a hell of a difference to that. Hell of a difference to that.